Hi, it's Joy, and today we're watching Criminal Minds, Season 17, Episode 6, Message in a Bottle. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and let's go. Where is this?
Floyd was being transferred to his cell. Then he made his move.
I fucking knew it.
This has to be a nightmare, right? Like, this has to be a nightmare. It cannot be real.
Ooh, way off, Davy boy.
When you're crying.
This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare.
Shoot him now before
This is a horrific nightmare. Wake up, Rossi. Please wake up.
Hey.
You need to talk to someone.
Probably he's considering it.
shoot him. Shoot him.
Rossi, you need to talk to somebody.
Make sure that she's all right.
I can do that.
Good. Well, we've got a lot of work to do.
Please, someone make him talk to someone, whether it's a therapist, whether it's one of you.
All the love and respect in the world.
Dave.
Doing this
Dave. Dave.
Rossi, you're having a breakdown. Oh, Rossi. I mean, he lost his wife, and then all of the stuff with Voight. He needs a lot of time to rest, recuperate, and therapy. Whatever form works for him.
He's not okay.
okay.
The woman I dated right before you.
Oh.
You randomly were dating someone connected to Gold Star? Very strange. Like, I guess he was trying to immerse himself in the Voight network and adjacents, but very strange. You need to talk to somebody. Especially because his delusions are getting more and more. Like, he's not in control of them. This isn't him choosing to imagine Voight's there. This is his mind fucking with him. And at some point, he's going to be having a vision that Voight is there and dangerous, and he's going to shoot, and there's going to be a random civilian, someone he cares about. Like, it's not good. He should not be in possession of a firearm when he is this unwell.
Oh, way off.
You've been struggling, and it's not a weakness to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing you've been avoiding your mandated trauma therapy.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna drag you there right now because you need it.
Would you be willing to talk to me about it?
Exactly. You need to talk to someone. I don't care who it is at this point.
We can just sit together, you know? Just quietly with our thoughts.
Yeah.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Just when you're ready, you need to talk about it because it's not coming away otherwise.
Open up. Yummy.
Emily is spiraling.
A no mess.
Emily Elizabeth Prentice. Are you high?
I'm not high.
Is it legal where they are?
No goodbye, no nothing. I mean, I've been ghosted before, but
So is she being... I could see her being targeted to get to Tyler because they know Tyler's onto them.
He's taking over.
He's ready to talk.
How is he taking over?
Sometimes I talk to the unsubs in my
I'm
head.
so glad
It helps me
he
profile.
is talking about this.
But no,
With therapy, absolutely. I recommend 90 minutes a day minimum.
no, I'm not doing that.
Why
Now is
not?
not the time to go on. And what made those ones go away?
Or did they?
I go see them in prison. Absolutely.
But see, at this point, I don't think seeing Voight in prison would actually solve this for him because he knows that they're doing this whole thing. Voight's trying to get a deal to be out of prison soon. Like, yeah, right now he's in prison, but his psychological, like his brain knows that the problem isn't solved. I think part of why it has escalated so much, other than the fact that he's not getting any treatment for it, is the fact that he knows Voight is winning. I mean, I'd like to think Voight isn't winning, but Voight is working on this deal. Voight is going to get out of prison, and that is why he can't rest easy with it. Seeing him isn't going to necessarily
I'll go to
help.
therapy first. The guys I saw in prison never got out. Voight
Mm-hmm.
will. because he's convinced.
Get him to admit to you that he's Sicarius.
Okay, that
Maybe
I
just
like.
seeing him behind bars will get the job. But either way,
I do feel like Voight is overly confident that he's under Rossi's skin, so it would be very interesting if Rossi was able to get under Voight's skin. But I just think Voight's too intelligent to slip up easily. And I don't give him... I'm glad that they addressed the fact that Voight is not staying in prison.
May it please someone wants you to think it was Tyler.
It's a hell of a frame job. You know, 81% of stalking victims are stalked by somebody they know, and 43% of women are stalked by current or former partners.
So she isn't linked to Goldstar, they're just trying to get to Tyler because he's getting to them. That makes so much more sense than him randomly dating someone linked to Goldstar.
I would like to do this, boys with boys and girls with girls.
That's the less awkward option.
For Penelope.
For me and Teresa, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
This is how careers come to an end at the Bureau.
He didn't do anything.
Bang
And it's
with a whimper.
proven.
So,
No, you don't mean that.
yeah, I do.
Taya?
I'm done, JJ. I'm
No,
quitting.
you're not.
You Catcher in the Rye?
What?
A Catcher in the Rye, like the book. I just run through the field, and you catch all that rye.
She solved
Let
everything.
it have you. Why are the walls closing in?
Oh no.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Hell no.
Those are edibles.
I don't pilfer other people's snacks. Oh. I do not like that he's alone. The walls are closing in. He's also high. Therapy, my love. You need therapy, sweetheart, and that's okay. Because you're not going to successfully capture Voight when you're spiraling like this. So taking 90 minutes out of every day, you can afford that, because getting worse...
You and everyone around you in trouble. So why don't you
These two could do with airing out their issues.
Same movie like John Wick Chapter 4. Donnie Yen.
Are they going to be besties now?
Just wanted to be sure. Thought we were mates.
Shit.
Who is it?
You didn't think he'd be angry and retaliate? He's not come here alone, has he? Like, Tara should be here in the little room with the screen. Fuck. I don't agree with this. Okay, you can't, because it goes against his rights, which obviously he is a serial killer, so fuck him. But if he wasn't, it would be wrong. But then also, is he gonna, like, if I was Rossi, is he hoping that, like, he will reveal he's Sicarius because the cameras are off, but then Rossi has some other kind of recording device on him? Because that would be smart. But I also guess Rossi doesn't want a record of this interaction, which I completely understand, but there are other circumstances where it'd be incredibly dodgy for the cameras to get turned off.
To talk, just you and me.
You mean Lee, as he hates to be called, would suspect Rossi had some kind of recording equipment on him.
And to tell me that you killed 60 people.
Only 60.
That's all I needed to hear.
My agent come all the way down here when he doesn't think about me at all, just to confirm what he already
You
knows.
popped into my mind today. Just leave, Rossi. You got what you wanted from
You
him.
to say it.
Said that you used to talk to an imaginary version of him. Even
He
after was
knows.
arrested. It wasn't
Leave,
until you
Rossi.
visited
This
him
isn't
in the
helping.
cell that it started when I locked you in that shipping container, didn't it?
No.
Rossi, leave. I don't care that that would give him a small victory. Like, staying is not helping.
And you can't stop thinking about something even worse than me.
Nothing is worse than you.
It's like a therapist voice
I know
session.
you just said, Dave. But I think you and we can figure out that truth.
Rossi, sweetheart, please go see an actual therapist and not a serial killer.
No.
Well, I had to shoot him in the face, but I think I can help you.
Why did Bailey know so much about Goldstar? That makes zero sense.
Do you think they're stupid enough to let me know that?
Come on, you must have some idea.
They're private contractors. The kind to make the Wagner group look tame. Oh. That woman who's in trouble because of you. She might disagree.
I mean, he literally just dated her for a while, and then some evil people in his life decided to target her. It's not exactly his fault.
The claims against you have been falsified and are void. Effective immediately, you are reinstated as unit chief of the BAU.
Exactly, Emily.
Oh yeah. Stop. You can't. No, you can't send that.
You cannot send that while high.
Not until we can. You know what bugs me the most is.
It's good she's talking about it.
You didn't tell me. Did you think I couldn't handle it? No, I knew you could handle it.
You shouldn't have to.
It doesn't mean you had to. Another reason why I need to quit. No, don't do that.
Like, at the very least, wait until you're sober to decide it.
Honestly, I want to quit.
And I will support you if you want to quit while you're sober. And I've thought about it.
But what does that mean to you?
Is there a spark here? If so, she's dead.
Real life's fucking boring unless you gamify it. If you get the players to look for clues, it makes their
I mean, spending a whole lot of time talking to him will get under his skin more as well.
Damien.
Honestly, the clue was just a bluff, a meaningless, stupid bluff, but it got their attention.
He's got their attention more than just that.
Revenge-driven killers.
Like, I don't even necessarily know that North Star means something. Maybe it does. He gave them more information and I don't like it.
I think maybe you know.
Me?
Maybe this is why I'm haunting you. Maybe this is why I'm a totem. It sounds like
why would Rossi know?
This was the perfect crucible to create serial killers.
Does he have something to do with it? Voight is getting under his skin too much right now.
Alone, unarmed, and this ends for her.
You need to work with us. You need to work with us. Did Rossi really give someone the idea to do a school of serial killing?
On the table.
Yep, I didn't like that. He kept turning his back on him, I didn't like it.
Sorry. Me too.
Now.
He trusted us and worked with us. I'm so proud of Tyler. You were literally about to shoot him. Why are you looking at him like he betrayed you? Like, I think everyone betrayed everyone here.
It gives me you.
We're a family. And I hate the fact that they're like, the way they write it. Like, Morgan, I know he moved to like a different state, but they never see him anymore. Like, realistically, they would be in contact with him and all of them.
And I'll support you. I will. Always.
That's what family is for.
I can't drive. Well, I can't drive. Ride share?
So I'm not in danger.
Are they going to turn up high?
He was a target all along, and you are totally safe.
I'm just sorry you got wrapped into my...
Bullshit?
I'm not confident that she is safe because Tyler wasn't discredited. Like, I suppose if it was the dude we just arrested was behind it all, then she would be safe. But if it was the higher-ups that are behind it, she might like get a bullet in her head the minute she walks out of the FBI. Like, I'm stressed.
A white paper that Jason, Gideon, and I drafted, but never submitted.
Wow.
They're asked to come up with a hypothetical scenario that would generate a serial killer.
How to find at-risk kids who grew up in a...
Isolate them in worse conditions and ideally during puberty.
Where they could then be evaluated for psychopathy.
Given the right variables, these kids could be controlled.
Why would you ever write this paper?
Just controlled.
Like, obviously it was all theoretical.
Voight helped me to see it.
Rossi's North Star.
Or Gold Star. North Star is us.
All of you. Oh, great.
BAU.
Oh, goody. That's so great. No, most of them probably weren't even agents when you wrote the paper, so maybe leave them alone. Rossi alone, because Gideon is not around anymore. Those scenes between Rossi and Voight. Voight is just... he just gets straight under your skin. And even like, I would like to think Rossi had some kind of recording device on him, but even just the correction of 62 isn't actually an admission, because if you tried to, he would just say, well, I've been accused of murders, I was going to look into how many it was, unless officially it's 60 and he was just, oh, he would say, well, I was just messing with this man, I'm sorry, we have a really tainted history, maybe it was a dark joke to make, but I was joking, or, you know, like, he could kind of blag his way out of it. Now they can't give him his early release based on this, because he hasn't fulfilled his end of the deal. And yes, his lawyer can argue until he runs out of breath that he did everything he could to upend his end of the deal, but how do we know that he didn't give them a warning? He was tapping away. And like, I know that they figured out what the tapping meant, but I still think it would be too, like, given how hard it is for genuinely innocent people to not get sent to prison when they're accused, for people who, you know, had some marijuana on them 20 years ago and are still in prison. If Voight is able to get out, I imagine he's got like an expensive lawyer, but surely his accounts were frozen? I don't know. He can't get out. I'm very concerned that he will, but he can't. So those scenes between him and Rossi, he's just, oh, the way Voight talks and manipulates and just gets under your skin. He actually really helped Rossi, and in a way, he was like, hey, I told them to go after North Star, you're North Star, I sent them after you, you're welcome. Like, it's very, very interesting to think that that's what he did, a way of him getting back at them, but in some ways also helping to an extent, because if they are coming after the BAU, it will make it easier for the BAU to find them. They may just find them in a not ideal situation. And would they go after other people who are related to the BAU? Would they go after their families? It's very stressful, but I love that we got an explanation of what North Star meant and what he probably has passed on. But the question to me is how Voight knew about this. Like, did Voight just guess and surmise it? But for him to have given that information about them being North Star, or did he just say North Star and say, well, someone had to be behind it all, and then it happens to be the BAU and Voight just got lucky? Like, I guess it all depends on this white paper and who had access to it, who found it, when did it get released, because it's been found by somebody, whether it was Douglas Bailey in the archives, or, though I think Bailey was too young to have been, I mean, the kids aren't that young, but he wouldn't have been in a position of power enough to have done anything. I don't know, but it's how this white paper got out, how somebody found it, how Voight would know about it, and how Jade and Damien would be able to find out about it. Plus, we still haven't even identified the other people who are still out there. There's like 2 of them or something, right? But it is very stressful to think that they might come after us, especially because we know in one instance they killed the wife. Like, it's very, very stressful. But also, like, as much as these people are not exactly rational, these young murderers, most of the BAU didn't exist when the white paper was written. I suppose they might think they were there when the house place happened, so they were behind it. But it's very sinister. And you know, I understand that the purpose of these white papers, because I've heard of them in other shows, is like, you're not writing like, this is the thing I want to happen, but you're like, here is a scenario in which this thing could happen. And I really am glad they didn't publish it, but it chills me to the bone that they finished writing it. Once you realize what you're writing, you just say, no, no one should think like this. No. I'm very, very glad they didn't give it to anyone or publish it, even though it did obviously get out somehow. Rossi talking to Tara meant everything to me, because this man has been spiraling and losing himself, and I know he sort of got it all out of his system when he talked to Voight, and I kind of hope he isn't just magically okay. Like, he can be over the worst of it, he could not be quite as seeing Voight everywhere as he was, but I still think he needs therapy after what he's been through. I think you can get through these, and therapy isn't for everybody, but he needs, even if it's Tara, the occasional conversation with her about what he's going through. He needs to keep talking about these things and not bottling them up. Because yes, you can white knuckle your way through mental health sometimes and get out the other side, but it'll be so much easier and smoother for you if you seek help. And it doesn't have to be straightforward therapy that the department is insisting on, but find something that works for you. Now, Emily and JJ getting high together, absolutely hilarious. But also because I think it allowed them to have that real open and honest conversation, which I think they might have been able to have anyway. But when you lose those inhibitions, it's easier to say those things. And JJ was able to kind of confront her about the BAU gate thing without being like really accusatory or whatever. And they could just really, they just got even closer than they were before. And they were able to kind of acknowledge just how much they mean to each other. And it was something really, really special, because that's what I love about this kind of show. That's why I mean, I obviously enjoy with cop shows, I hate the propaganda aspect of it, but I enjoy the solving the crime and figuring out the clues and like getting them. I mean, God, now I sound like, boy, I'm a conspiracyist, I'm gamifying life. But I enjoy like figuring it out. But I also adore the found family aspects. Like some of the best episodes, they're also the worst episodes, are the ones where the team is directly in danger once they survive and you know they're all okay. Because of how you have those moments where they're all worried about each other and then they hug at the end and like it's, you feel those emotions. I love this team as a family. So the Tyler and his girlfriend, to begin with, I was gonna be, if she like knew Gold Star or was linked to it somehow, I was ready to be so angry. But the fact that they were just targeting her to get to Tyler, I forgive them. That makes perfect sense in terms of villainy. And I'm just really assuming and hoping it was the guy that he cloned the phone of that was behind it and not his people that are paying him. Because if it was the people that are paying him, they didn't get what they wanted, and so they will still come after him. Whereas I suppose what we can hope is the people that are paying him will definitely have the BAU on their radar and Tyler on their radar, but their weak link is they'll want to kill the guy in custody, and then kind of that's what I don't know, that they know about the world. I don't know. I'm stressed about where all of this is going. I'm stressed about how confident and cocky Voight is, and I need to see that cockiness slip. I need to see him concerned. The show is brilliant. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.